If we even saw that during Maandamano, passing the finance bill, even if you don't like reading documents, people in TikTok were sitting down and doing an explainer. You know what? Even though Anasema this will go about it. And the young people are like, no. And they made the initiative to go tell their mothers, their uncles. In the villages, how do you think you can mobilize someone from Nyeri na uko ndani Embu akatae finance bill na ni document hajawai soma? You know,
who do you think can make this fire burn? It's us young people.
Yeah.
Should we wait for a crisis like that so that we can arise? We are not better than them, Lucy.
Yeah.
We are so similar.
Yeah. I've said this before.
Yeah.
Cut from the same place. Yeah.
So similar. It's just that we are behaving, we're in different capacities.
Yeah.
But similarity.
Yeah.
We're not different.
Yeah.
We wait until kuna shida tu kubwa ndio tunaanza kuongea.
Yeah.
These people, they're red flags. After campaigns, do you see them anywhere? Apart from Peter Salasia and Babu Wino. Do you see them anywhere? You don't see. Do you see them when you are talking about what they want to do? You know?
No.
So
that also falls. Like how you say this thing is negligence on both sides. It's also negligence on our part. You know, democracy demands for us, you're going there to represent us. So what are the type of people we're putting there to represent us? So if you find, I'm not going to vote, I'm eligible to vote, but I'm not going to vote because there's no candidate person to vote for. There's somebody alikuwa na ride tuk-tuk and he made a joke. Ini mwaka yangu ya mwisho ya kuendesha hii tuk-tuk. Next year, sasa before the 2022 elections, navai kuwa MCA. Unaweza pata that person didn't even finish Form 4.
Go look at Ruto's history.
Yeah.
Do you know Ruto started a youth party? Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes. I'm not sure about good.
Moi's regime.
Yes.
Youth for Kanu.
So I'm right.
He was part of Youth for Kanu.
He was part, but he didn't start. But he was part of
Youth for Kanu, yes.
Yes, he was part of a youth party. Who said we can't make youth parties?
Yeah.
Who said?
Yeah.
Just before we go there, my question. Let me ask this question. There's something that's actually really coming out so strong. Also, just from Vile Donella Mongea. It's like Kenyans, we are so used to the bare minimum. The point where if we're given standard, it's like it's out of this plan. So it cannot make sense. Now my question begs on the question that I actually want to ask. Before we really respect the Constitution, do you think we really respect each other? Because I feel if we really we have respect for each other, I really doubt there are certain things that will actually be going on ahead and engaging me. So you can make sense.
Yeah.
If I really respect Donnell to the capacity of knowing that this man has invested this and this in me for the bare minimum, the bare respect minimum that I'll actually do it will be like delivering. So you can make sense. My question is, do you think us as Kenyans, we have a respect for each other? That's the question.
That respect goes out of the table when you involve greed. And by greed, I mean serving individual interests. Because now, if I'm being paid 10 million to impeach a person, I even have no reason to impeach him. It's just a motion that has been brought to parliament, but they're giving me 10 million. So I feel like as long as individual interests come, we'll choose your 10 million over respecting you. Yeah. It's like F the respect, like.
So we respect more. We respect money.
You respect money more. That's why people this saying for man made money and money made man mad. Because it's the same thing in the finance bill of 2024, whereby we were on the street rallying, being tear gassed, running, fighting for our lives, but they're inside there and I'll still vote yes. And people are dying, but I don't care. Respect for who? And that is why you can see politicians could stand on podiums and say that anyone mwenye anakataa finance bill ipite barabara ataonea view sasa. You know, because but then you know it's a thing whereby hiyo pesa ya road it will not be allocated in the constituency ama ati poles za stima utaziona, you know. So I don't know. And also like being in a member of parliament now, nisi mko huko kwa dust. I don't care about it.
So
I care about
respect is misplaced.
I feel like when money is involved, no respect whatsoever. But now there are those who stand for what they stand for. So it's about integrity, you know, respecting yourself, because there are people who you will not bribe me. I will not take that money. Yeah. So, and that is why after that they use the system against you. And what do? They weaponize the system. They weaponize the courts. That is also one of the things. They weaponize, because now you did a mistake. You shot someone. You've not been tried in 2 years. But now you go against me. I take you to court. But if you're collaborating with me, you are safe. You're protected under a rock, like then God protects us.
It's like a prison in the real.
Yeah.
It's like a prison system in the real life.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, because now, you've not seen, during the 2022 elections, you could see people like the former DP. You know, he was funding the UDA campaign. So what happened? They will freeze his assets. Yeah. But after he got into power, his assets were unfrozen.
Yeah,
He's in power now.
Yeah.
Before that, what did the Ruto regime do? When Matani was the prime CS, what were they doing? People like the current president could not access stadiums. The IG of police is under the prime CS. He could not even, sometimes even he could try and board an aeroplane to go to a certain country and he will not go. The whole day kwa airport, unaenda wapi? I'm in charge of the system. I'm weaponizing it against you. So it was the same case that his allies, the current president's allies, Kina Aisha Juma and whatnot. Aisha Juma, it was her bodyguard, I don't know, that killed like someone, I don't know, using like a car or something. Those charges are brought to them in court, you know. But after they got into power, what happened? They disappear.